Welcome to Wild About Watches. This is the watch channel where the watches get taken into the wild. This is my Fenix 6X by Garmin. This is my main watch face that I keep on the face of the watch 99% of the time, unless I'm doing an activity or I just simply fancy a different watch face from time to time. So here you can see 9 days battery still left. This thing just goes on and on and on. 60 hours of GPS battery and up to 21 plus days normal usage. You can get about 40 or 50 days out of it. I get 15 days out of it with the pulse ox on for nighttime use. So I maybe charge it up once a week or once every couple of weeks, depending if I've used the GPS. The only other thing to have on the main watch face is the date, the time, the altitude, because it's as handy as anything there. I could have heart rate or anything else there. And the barometer at the bottom. You can, of course, customize the watch face completely to how you exactly want it. When pressed down and I have sunset time, I have my sleep data, my body battery, ABC is altimeter, barometer, compass. I can open that and instantly I have compass, altimeter, barometer details, and I can have just one specific thing, that one or the compass. Very useful feature with the compass, top right, lock heading, set the compass heading to whatever you need it to be, lock it, and then you can walk on that bearing, and when you go off bearing, it'll tell you with this red line warning that you're off course. Press it once more, unlock heading, bottom right brings you back out. Other widgets I have is weather, steps, and then back down to the time. Top left turns the light on and off. Press and hold it, and I have my useful items here for quick access. I use the banking one sometimes. All of these I use from time to time. I'll maybe do a separate video on this. If you press and hold it and keep holding it, that is your emergency assistance call. This section here, middle press, you can change your watch face, clocks, widgets. This one here is for your controls. You can edit that in earlier. You can change your watch face. Long press on the top right, I have my alarms set. A single press takes me to my activities. So here I can connect to GPS, I can navigate to a point of interest, to somewhere around me, back to start courses. So I've put courses in on here, round trip, activities, saved locations. So you can put your own locations in. Sight and go is very similar or the same as locking the compass. You can put your coordinates in, which would be a grid reference. You have expedition, track me, map, tides, and various other things. All of that is customizable. I just absolutely love this watch. It's on my wrist virtually 24 hours a day. I only take it off for showering and charging it up. And like I said, you only have to charge it up once every week, 2 weeks, depending on your usage. Even if you were using the GPS, you know, every single day for like 8 hours, it would still go virtually a week before it needed charging up. It is a phenomenal battery. It certainly beats the Apple watches and the Apple batteries, which I hear have to be charged up like every day, quite literally. I especially like the mapping on here, and I can open up a map and you can see full contour lines. You can see the name of the river on there. You know, it is absolutely phenomenal what you can see with this particular mapping. This is Talkie Toaster maps, and you do have to pay for it, but it was quite reasonably priced, and I do recommend getting that. As I'm out walking, you know, quite often, every couple of weeks now, I find the GPS information very, very useful. I find the mapping useful. I can find points of interest around me. I can save a location just by pressing the top left and going to the controls. I can go to save location, press save location. It then waits for the GPS. Once it's found the location there, you're then able to set it. It gives you the height, it gives you the position. You can press top right. You can edit the name. The name it puts in initially is just the date and the time, but that is customizable. You can change the date and time how you want. The other thing that you can do on here, which is quite useful, is the wallet. Very useful for spending money. Pin code in, and then it counts down a little timer, and then it goes through and you can pay for your cup of tea. By the way, down below is a little link if you would be so kind to buy me a coffee, or in my case, tea. Anything to help the channel and a little extra. I do apologise, but everybody's doing it these days. You will have seen various other videos that I have done of the GPS settings and the different data screens and things like that. So check out my other videos on that. I won't repeat every single thing. If you're thinking about getting this watch, then I do highly recommend it. I think at the moment, because the Garmin Fenix 7 is probably due, it's probably going to be next year, realistically. This was around about an £800 watch. Luckily, I had some discount points and a 10% day at Harrods Snow and Rocks, so I was able to get it for about £400, which was a bit of a bonus. But I think they are now selling it at Black's and various other places for just over or around about £500. So the nearer they start getting to the time when the Fenix 7 will come out, the prices on this one might very well start to drop. So if you are interested, then it is worth picking up if this is the type of watch that you are interested in. I really don't think you have to wait for the Fenix 7. I'm sure there'll be other new features and better features. Everything gets upgraded in time, of course. But I really do think that, generally speaking, this is an exceptionally good watch and will do very well for anybody who wants a watch like this. So, you know, if you don't want to be spending, you know, the fortunes of the next generation watch, then this is probably a very, very good time to pick up the Fenix 6X. Don't bother with the solar version. The solar version on the Fenix 6, the middle part of the solar screen is only giving 10% solar power, and then a ring around the outside of the screen I think is doing 100% charge, but it only gives a very, very small amount of charge, and you're paying extra. And the battery on the Sapphire model, which is this one, lasts, like I said, forever and ever. The glass on here is sapphire, which is almost non-scratchable or virtually non-scratchable, whereas the glass on the solar version is a completely different glass and is scratchable. So I don't recommend the solar version in the Fenix 6X lineup. Maybe they will improve the solar in their next generation of watch. We will have to see. But how they're able to get so much battery life out of this watch compared to an Apple Watch, I don't know. I don't know why Apple is so rubbish when it comes to power. I do have it set up for basic notifications. You can add sensors to it, which might be very useful. You can add an external temperature measure, and you can connect external headphones. So something like these cheapy things from Amazon, if you want to listen to music. You can add music to it if you want to. When you scroll down next from music, so this is straight down your main menu, you get to phone. I've got it connected to the phone. When you go to smart notifications, you have choices. You turn them on, and then you can see you have drawing activity and not drawing activity, which is very self-explanatory. So you have the option, you can have calls only, callers and texts, and all. What that means is self-explanatory. If you have it callers and texts, a call would come through and a text will come through. If you have calls only, the same thing. The call will go to the phone, so your phone will ring, and then your watch will ring. That's not as stupid as you might think. I have a habit of keeping my phone on silent. It's always beeping and burping and blurping with email and text and, you know, WhatsApp and Facebook and YouTube messages. Don't forget to like and subscribe, please. And then I might get a notification that you have subscribed. When I get a notification that you have subscribed, I will, of course, be very pleased with that. And if I get a notification that you have left a comment, then of course I will also be very happy, and I will do my best to reply to every single comment. If you put it onto all, that means, like I say, that all notifications come through. That you can preset. I'll maybe go through the phone and what you can do on the phone another time. I tend to have mine set for calls and texts, because generally speaking, I don't want, the reason why I have the phone on silent is because I don't want the phone beeping every 2 seconds or vibrating every minute when something comes in. So likewise, I don't want the watch beeping and vibrating every 5 minutes. Kind of defeats the object a bit from putting the phone on silent. But there have been occasions, more like emergency or something like that, when my parents have tried to call, and because my phone is on silent, I missed the call. Or sometimes I might just get a call. Generally, not very many people phone me up, but sometimes I might just get a call and I might end up missing it because the phone's on silent and I don't hear it. Now, because I have it connected to my watch will do one beep and a little vibration, and then I will know that there is a call or a text, and then I can run to my phone and take the call or check the text if necessary. You can reply to texts with predefined text messages. It really is a very, very nice, handy watch. I actually think it's a good size. I don't think it's too big, and I don't think it's too small, to be honest. For my eyes, which I'm 50 now, and I tend to wear glasses sometimes when I'm reading. So sometimes some of the print on here is quite small. So I will put my glasses on just just a glance at what it is I'm actually looking at, which is why I quite like this screen, because then every single thing on there is visible to my old and decrepit eyesight. But like I said, if you are thinking about getting an outdoor active smart watch, then I really do recommend the Fenix 6X. I'll put it on my wrist. Of course it does lots of other features and things like that. I've only gone through a few. I've got a few videos up, or I will have some more up soon on it as well. I wear it on my right because I wear my mechanical watch on the left. So constantly I'm a 2-wrist watcher these days. This one I take off at night and then just rotate. This one stays on, the whole time. Like I said, apart from showering, I keep it on at night, then it can measure my sleep or lack of it. So, if you are thinking about getting one, now probably is actually, and over the next few months, is a good time to get one, because they really are and have come down in price a lot. And if you don't think you'll be able to afford the £800+ that the next generation will be, then for £500 or thereabouts, you really can't go wrong at all. If you've enjoyed this video, I would ask that you like, subscribe, share, hit that notification button, and I hope to see you again, in the very, very near future. And thank you for the time that you have taken for watching this video. It really is very, very much appreciated. Thank you.